Mrs. Bellman, I really hope that Justin and I haven't ruined your dinner.
No, we weren't planning to eat for another half hour or so.
Well, we should have called first.
That would have been nice.
Ashley, have you spoken to Iris this evening?
Not since this morning, but I'm going to go by and see her tomorrow and check on her.
Don't you think she needs some time by herself? She's seen half of Texas in the last few days.
Well, honey, Ashley's Aunt Hildy went to boarding school with Iris, and I think Ashley could be a great comfort to Iris right now.
Do you know what Justin wants to talk to my daddy about? Business.
But don't worry your pretty little head about that.
Ashley was there, Stryker. Alex wanted to change his will. My son will be Wheeler's oil. Those were his words. That's why he asked to see you.
I never did get to see him.
Well, don't you think it's obvious that he wanted to make Dennis head of World Oil, to give the company over to him?
Not necessarily.
What else could it have meant? Iris, Ryan, Dennis, each have 1/3 of the company. If his son would be World Oil, wouldn't that mean that Dennis would have control of the company?
Well, Justin, it doesn't matter now what he meant.
I think it matters a great deal, Stryker. Those were Alex's last wishes.
When Alex died, his wishes died with him. Even if he had told me those wishes, we'd still have a problem unless he wrote a new will, which he didn't. The will stands. Iris, Dennis, and Ryan Connor each own 1/3 of the company.
If Alex would have lived, Ryan Connor wouldn't be a very happy man today, would he?
You own the coop?
Yep.
Since when?
Since Chris Shaw, the former owner, died.
You mean was murdered?
That's right.
So you and Shaw were partners?
No. No, Chris worked for me. As a matter of fact, your sister Elena works for me as well.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Well, my company owns a record contract.
And you also own the coop?
That's right. That's why I was wondering when Elena's going to start singing for us again. Business hasn't been very good since she's been gone.
Well, it isn't exactly like she left of her own free will, you know.
I know. That kidnapping was a terrible thing. I've been keeping abreast of it in the papers. But I understood that she'd been released, and that's why I was wondering when she was coming back.
Well, it might be a little while yet.
I'm sorry to hear that. How is Elena? I mean, she's all right, isn't she?
Yeah, she's fine.
Good. Good, I'm glad to hear that. Listen, what happened to that fellow who kidnapped me?
I thought you said you read the papers.
Well, I have been. They seem to think that he may have hopped a train, that he might be out of the state by now, or even out of the country.
That's right. I don't know any more than that.
Well, you know, I know how news media sometimes withhold information. I thought there might be more to it than just that.
Well, if there were, I wouldn't be at liberty to say.
Oh, look, I'm not trying to be inquisitive. I'm just concerned, about my investment. Well, I'm sure you understand.
Sure. I understand.
Well, look, in any case, tell Elena that she's welcome back anytime she feels up to it.
Well, I'll be sure and tell her that.
I am not responsible for whatever trouble you and Paige are having at present.
No? Isn't that what you've been lobbying for the last 6 months? Since I married Paige?
You know, I never thought Paige was a suitable match for you. But whatever problems you've had have been her doing. Paige is the one who made the pornographic film. Chris Shaw was a friend of Paige's. And I didn't ask him to come knocking on my door, demanding his filthy blackmail.
You should have come to me.
I was trying to help you.
Is that why you told me that Paige married me for my money so you could help me?
I thought you should know that.
That's all I've been able to think about. You know, ever since you told me that, it's been on my mind night and day. You know, I've got to hand it to you, Mom. You've always known right where to go. For the last 6 months, you've been whittling away at my marriage, and now you've finally gone in for the kill.
You know that isn't true. I have simply tried to keep you informed. Paige is devious, and you couldn't see that.
But now I can, right?
Now, I hope you didn't tell Paige I said that, or Elliot, or anyone else.
Why not? Why not if it's true, Mom? Don't they have as much right to know as I do?
Look, stop this and listen to me. Elliot has made certain threats.
What kind of threats?
He said if he found me interfering in your marriage, that he'd turn you against me.
Well, I don't think he meant that, Mom. He was angry enough with you because he wasn't told for 25 years that he wasn't my father.
That may well be. But I think Elliot is as blind as you have been about Paige. He just refuses to see her true colors. Thank heaven you finally have. Oh, Dennis, I don't think you should stop with a mere separation. I think you should sue Paige for divorce.
I'm not going to divorce Paige, Mom. Not yet.
Surely you don't still have feelings.
Yes,
for that dreadful
surely
woman.
I do still have feelings for her. But not the kind of feelings you're thinking.
I made table 5 up, Rado. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Sure.
What's the matter? Things going too fast, huh?
Oh, hi, Peter. I didn't see you come in. Actually, you've caught me on kind of a bad night. It's not really a good time to talk.
Well, you shouldn't let it get to you.
Normally I wouldn't, but tonight my defenses are down a little bit.
That wouldn't have anything to do with Alex's funeral, would it?
Why do you ask?
I saw you there before.
I didn't see you.
Well, I came in late and sat at the back of the chapel. I noticed that you weren't sitting with your husband.
Yes, he was sitting with his mother. It is customary for the family to sit together, you know.
Are you a part of that family?
I don't think I will be for long.
What's the matter? Dennis having trouble again?
I moved out today.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
You know, Peter, I told you I'm not really in the mood for a chat today. Would you excuse me?
Did Mr. Carrington leave yet?
Yes, a few moments ago.
Oh, I'm sorry I missed him because I wanted to give him some brownies that I'd baked.
Well, you can do that some other time. Right now, I want you to have the car brought around.
What for? It's too late to go out.
I don't care what time it is, Vivian. I have something very important to take care of.
Where are you going?
Just do as I say.
Well, Mrs. Wheeler.
Oh, never mind. I'll go out the back way and get the car myself.
Well, what'll I tell Mr. Wheeler's brother?
Now, Brad, I've gone to bed.
What if he comes? What if he sees you come home?
Don't worry about that then. Right now, I have more important things to worry about.
Can I come with? No. Mrs. Wheeler, why do you do these things?